Gostomel village in Kiev region is becoming a vegetable capital. Every day trucks from all regions of the country come here to buy carrot, beet, onion and potato. The buyers from Moscow and St. Petersburg come here as well to try Ukrainian vitamins. The storages have enough last year harvest and the field is prepared to growing of a new vegetable set.
Currently, we sow carrots of quality varieties of Dutch and German selection. For the seeds to fall into the soil and have good sprouts, the field had to be prepared a year ago. For this purpose, we put full complex of macro and micro elements, and for the seeds to rise well, now we form and row and simultaneously sow carrot seeds at the depth of 2 centimeters.
Early and late varieties gave the first sprouts. Measurements show that 68 plants came up of 72 sowed plants. 2 leaves on the stems show that the seeds were in comfort condition, namely well-prepared soil, expectantly formed rows with enough water. We learned how to grow, we want to grow, and we have all essential companies to do that, to provide worthy products. 8 years ago, vegetable growing at a modern level began in Gostomel. During these years, we gained experience in Germany and Holland, in the USA, shared experience with colleagues in Ukraine. A vegetable processing complex was built here using advanced technologies and own resources. One chamber can contain about 1,500 tons. Ukrainian market consumes about 1,000 tons of a carrot per day, only one day. So, according to consumption of the product by Ukrainian population, this chamber will be sufficient for 1 or 2 days. Every day over 100 employees of the plant select vitamin products. Some vegetables are packed in bags, nets and other are passed to cutting machines. Basically, everything is done by machine. It grades into uniform size, selects and packs products, and in 1 minute the machine packs about 50 packages of carrot. Scientists found that carrots which come from the field to the storage breathe 120 times per minute. Task of the employees of vegetable storage is to reduce this number by 10 times. Then the product will be well resolved and have good market quality. We produced potato, carrot, beet and onion, and these 4 vegetables are main products for the Ukrainians. It is a Bosch set. These products can be inexpensive and they must be inexpensive in Ukraine, but competence in this processing chain from the seeds to the product on the shelf must be worked out on a large scale. The company cooperates closely with plant breeders and ecologists. In such a way, we plan to generate our own heat, energy and make fertilizers. After harvesting early varieties, the team will move to the site with late varieties. This year, this field became experimental because advanced equipment worked here.
To confirm quality of irrigation, we see how many carrots came up in one row, 80%, and in some places 100%. In other words, we have 80 plants per running meter here.
This year we moved to a portable and qualitative sprinkler. These are modern, circular, movable sprinkle machines with software. The machine gives fine drops, creating fine rain effect. Increase of the harvest and sprinkling on this field to the extent of 4,500 tons is expected. Qualitative performance of technical chart is a formula for a large volume. Main ingredients of success include good quality seeds selected during the last few years, selected required amount of mineral fertilizers, plant protecting agents and sure enough quality sprinkling. From the field vegetables go to processing, packing and storage. Part of the harvest is washed, graded at once.
We sort carrots to each other, wash them, cut all unnecessary, lay aside bad ones. Grading is performed using machine which select carrots according to diameter.
Packed fruits of various kinds are ready to ship into trade networks. However, most of the harvest will be stored in the chambers during winter. Each container has its serial number with indication of date, when it entered chamber, variety, field from which the harvest arrived. Full logistics and monitoring of the product is performed. People come to Gostoma from everywhere to gain experience. Currently, 30 Ukrainian and Russian companies study wisdom of arrangement of the vegetable conveyor line. Now we implement food safety standard IFS for vegetables. It will be done for the first time ever in production of vegetables in CIS countries. For the time being, nobody has such a standard. Apart from quality characteristics, our equipment allows use in required temperature from outside. Therefore, above complex is also energy saving. Price and quality are main points for a consumer. To prevent them from becoming useless, we are eager to keep borscht set affordable for everyone. Together with the Ministry of Agro-Industrial Complex and Kyiv Regional State Administration, the company works on the strategy of plant growing development by 2016. This will allow buying inexpensive vegetables as per European standards.
Сельская правда presents truth of success, its criteria, ingredients, which way one should go to the world standards in agricultural produce. Agroholding LLC is a leader of wholesale trade of vegetables and fruits. Here, important problem of domestic agrarians regarding storage of harvest was solved. This world state of the art is a standard of domestic production and, most importantly, decent level of social protection for employees.
The time has come for Ukraine already. Ukraine is a European country. Ukraine has a very good human potential. We have nice people. On such platform, we can build much. We make collective products. At each stage, everybody must contribute, and in general, we will have results. Therefore, everybody must work to a good quality at own workplace, on the line, in trade, and on the field. All components are important. Eventually, the employers issue good products collectively. Everyone has own front line.
Ту задачу небольшую, у каждого своя передовая, каждый в своем окопе.
The company respects and attentively listens the partner, the seller of our production. Our partners are national and international trader companies. The national companies under Brest, ATB and Velika Kishenia, the Fourchette and Deco. The international companies under brands of the Metro and Ashan, Bila and X5 Retail. More than 70% of our production are on sale in the big shops and shopping centers of large network operators. Each operator has from 10 to 300 shops, different formats. In total, we deliver production in more than 900 shops, which each trading network, the Agro Holding, does a joint plan of sales for a year. We have fulfilled interaction with shops of all formats. Constantly, we improve our cooperation. We conduct marketing researches. We introduce innovation decisions. We cut trading expenses. For example, having studied experience of Sweden, we established the trading equipment which allows to sell branded and not packed product in shops. For each buyer there is a product, and for elderly buyers who prefer to time choice possibility, and for young generation at which time has a high priority. The main value in that as those and other by-products of the standardized quality with food safety which provides agroholding. The company carries out deliveries of production in distribution centers and is direct in shops of Kiev and Kiev area, also in shops of cities with a population about 1 million inhabitants, such as Dnipropetrovsk and Donetsk, Kharkov and Zaporozhye, Kryvyi Rog and Lugansk. Quality and speed and service, common work of trading department together with our partners in shops, a basic of worth of the enterprise.
In 2004 we have set to ourselves an ambitious task to create in Ukraine the market packed, preliminary prepared vegetables. Target production, a popular set from a basket of the first necessity, a potato, carrots, an onion and a beet. Production should answer standards. Vegetables should be washed, sorted and calibrated, and are placed in a pocket. For the decision of a task in a view, we had been constructed vertically integrated system. This system has allowed to have control of production from a field to an end product. We have learned to supervise technologies of cultivation, harvest and logistics, duration of its storage. The end product is the necessary assortment of production having demand in trading networks. Today we make production about 30 names under popular trademarks Vashi Ovoshi and Vovka Markovka. In this time the company has grown in 10 times. Today the company lets out and sells an order of 12 million packings in a year. We have contracts and we deliver production in the majority of supermarkets. We have been chosen by 7 million buyers. When we began this business, in Ukraine there was no market of the watch calibrated packed vegetables. Today, this market already has the big capacity. And the main thing, this market has a steady tendency to growth in all Eastern Europe, except internal growth of sales directly through a retail. The market grows also quantitatively. To keep leadership in a market, it is necessary to grow and to us. The company has a plan for development. Its final purpose, company grows 5 times. We intend to expand assortment of our production still. In 2017, the company will have sales of an order 70 million packings a year. Our optimism and our purposefulness are supported by the experience got by us for these years and experience of the international companies with which we have honored to cooperate. Thank you for attention.